switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13. Yard line here.
Let's go!
They're on the 13-yard line.
Ready? Check right. Check right. 39. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Tighten up. Tighten up.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, check right 39. Check right 39. There's a party now.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Check 26. Check 3.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Here we go. This is Pittsburgh. Check right 39. No chance. Hey, check right 39. Check right 39. Get that
On 3rd down, Murray. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Alert 3 over Army. Go.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Watch the twins.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Ingram. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On second down now, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson going for it all. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Caleb Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58's Mike. I know he ain't got it. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch the run.
Jackson now to throw again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
22, jet, forward. 22, jet, forward. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is a Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
First down, and it's Hill again. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with his first career NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker kicker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Ready?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
1st down, Cardinals.
Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. This is Grant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
From the 17, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
He's crashing. He's checking.
From the gun, Murray escaping, and the pressure gets to him again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Catanzaro's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And an alley to run. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This time Jackson will throw it. They'll roll him out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three, check three.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Jackson going to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
43 is the mic. Army. 43 is the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
They come up in an offset eye. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Back now in Baltimore. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
43's the mic. They're not ready for this.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 1st quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Being chased out left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Wide, get wide.
To throw again is Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
This one caught by Isabella. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Check 1-3. Hustle. 58, Mike. Hit. Watch the twins. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Shotgun now from Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Owasor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check three.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson over the middle here to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Murray sets to throw on fourth. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. Let's get it.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure.